Hey guys, welcome back to Shiny Bright Doggo. I'm here with Janine as always, and today we have something pretty exciting lined up. The other day, actually yesterday, we got a message from an acquaintance of ours who does estate sales, and they let us know that there is a pre-sale tomorrow, meaning today on Saturday, and asked if we would be interested in, coming in and seeing what was in the home. They are preparing to stage the house. Nothing has been unloaded, but they are, asking people to come in a little bit early to help dig through stuff, look at stuff, take some stuff out of the home just because there is so much stuff. They know that we like Christmas, and they said that there was some Christmas, but there's also a lot of Disney stuff and toys. Just looks like a really fun sale. So we're like, yeah, sure, we'd love to come by and see what there is. And if you guys are new to the channel, Janine and I are full-time collectors, part-time resellers of what, Janine? Basically everything vintage holiday, 80s, 90s.
Just stuff.
So we're gonna head into the sale soon in the next half an hour or so, take you along, see what we can find, and I know that there's gonna be a lot more stuff than we can purchase or want to purchase, and there's definitely gonna be stuff that we'll leave behind that are great scores to flip or even for a collection. So we know that we're definitely gonna leave some stuff behind that's a great score, but that's just that's the way it goes. So we're gonna bring you in and check it out. Before we head in, guys, I wanted to show you the haul that we did end up picking up from this estate sale. It was massive. It was bins worth of things that we never would normally pick up. We got it all for $500. Let's see if we actually made a profit on it. Hi.
You are?
Laura.
Laura.
And Janine.
Nice to meet you. My name is...
Nice to meet you.
You are? Janine. Nice to meet you.
Hi. The first place we headed into was the basement, and when we went in, guys, there was so much to look through. All these bins you see are just filled with Christmas ornaments. And for the most part, we didn't know what we were going to find. We thought maybe there would be some older stuff, but I'd say maybe 99% of what was in this bins was Disney ornaments from probably the early 90s through to the 2010s. When we started going through this stuff, I don't know about Janine, but I felt sort of blind to it all. We really do not resell or know too much about Hallmark ornaments or even Disney memorabilia. There's definitely a lot of very valuable Disney pieces, but that's just not something that Janine and I know too much about, so we weren't really too sure. I did find this Pizza Hut ornament that I thought was so cute. I had no idea they made this type of stuff. This was made by Unesco, and it's probably from the 90s, so I had to get that. If it was anything I was gonna get, it was that. But yeah, we started looking through these bins, and at first we were like, there's nothing here for us, there's nothing vintage. But luckily Janine and I did some eBay searches while we were there, and it turns out that there is a ton of value in some Disney Hallmark ornaments, even the newer ones from like 2010. We couldn't believe it. The first sort of like inkling or clue I got that there might be some stuff here really worth a good amount of money was this goofy Jacob Marley ornament, and he's worth about 50 bucks.
Well, look at all the ornaments that we picked up. And this might not seem like a lot compared to how many there were there, but we actually picked up, like, I consider a lot of Hallmark ornaments, don't you think, Laura?
Yeah, I mean, considering we had no idea what the value of any of these are, we were really working on the fly. I think we picked up a good amount. I think we picked up some pretty valuable ones considering.
So this really cool set of Hallmark keepsake ornaments are from The Nightmare Before Christmas. These are from 2008, and they go for about $60 free shipping on eBay.
As you can see, guys, we went with a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas. We just know that to be collectible. Janine, Santa Claus?
Santa Claus is coming to town, or Santa Claus is coming to Halloween Town, is $38 to $50 plus shipping ornament. Now you're gonna get more money obviously closer to Christmas than you would if you were to list it right now. So we might hold on to some. This ornament is so cool in my opinion, and this goes for about $50 free shipping on eBay. Welcome to Christmas Town is worth $30 to $50 plus shipping.
Jack's Peculiar Pet with 0, he's a good one.
That one goes for $50 to $80.
Wow, and I believe that the Mayor also goes for around $70. This was the only one that I picked up. For the most part, Janine picked up most of these. We also have for the Nightmare Before Christmas this Pumpkin King up top. He's got this yellow box, which is pretty cool. I don't know if that's like a special edition version.
So that box actually is from 2008. and he goes for about $60 to $70. Jack Sneaks a Peek goes for $25 to $40 plus shipping.
This guy is really cool. It's got all of Jack's faces and a little pumpkin in the middle.
That goes for $50 to $70 on eBay. The Looney Tunes Witch Hazel goes for $25 to $40.
Goofy as Jacob Marley was one that I found, and he goes for about $20 to $50 as well. And let's talk for a second about these Star Wars ornaments, Janine. Now that we know what we know, what can we say about Star Wars ornaments from Hallmark?
Pick them up. I've sold 2 in the past actually, and they were not this profitable. This one is a super collectible Star Wars ornament, and this one can sell for lore. Do you know how much?
Like upwards of $400, I believe.
Yes. So now this box is not in the greatest shape.
Guys, it was like the one that had water damage on it, of course.
Yeah.
But when I searched Hallmark ornaments and sorted from highest to lowest, this was the #1 highest selling ornament.
And this goes for $200 to $400. And I believe it was only released in 2018.
That's wild. That's so cool. So we'll probably either sell it with the box, discount it, or maybe take it out of the box. Let us know below if you guys have any thoughts on how we should sell this guy. But I could not believe that, 1, this is so collectible, and 2, that it was at the sale.
Incredible. I mean, we would have walked past this at any garage sale.
Oh, yeah.
The thrift store even, like, especially with a damaged box like this.
But this was a great sale because we've learned so much, and now we know to like look out for these Disney ornaments, guys, and Star Wars.
Exactly. Another Hallmark Star Wars ornament, and this one goes for $85 plus shipping. I would have never thought that a Beauty and the Beast ornament would still be worth some money, but it is worth $30 to $50 plus shipping.
Janine picked up this set back here, this limited edition Disney Christmas Caroler set. I'm not going to open it up, but it's basically like an animatronic set, right?
Yeah, it's actually really cool because it comes with an exclusive commemorative art print, which is actually still in here. And this is really cool. It's from 2018, and I guess because of the limited edition and limited quantities of it, it's worth a fair amount of money. It goes anywhere from about $150 to $250 depending on condition and time of year.
We've got the second row. We're going to run through these really fast. I was so excited when Janine picked up this Rugrats set. I mean, how nostalgic. Not worth a ton, I don't think. Maybe $15 or so. Cool Yule record player.
This is something, again, I would have just passed over normally, but it's actually worth $35.
Pizza Hut right here is worth $10 to $20 depending on time of year. I just thought it was so cute. I had to pick it up. And Janine picked up this very interesting ornament.
So this was the first ornament I picked up, and because it was like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which is something that you don't see a lot of like products for, I thought, well, maybe this one is worth something. So I looked it up, and it's worth $35 plus shipping.
Janine picked up this little Grinchmas set.
Yep, and that's worth about $15.
Cute little pickup there, as well as this Disney's Sleeping Beauty. This is like super 90s nostalgic. And what is this one worth, Janine?
She is worth about $10 to $15. This one is worth about $20 as well.
And I think the only one we have left is this Traffic Troubles Mickey Mouse Special Edition.
Yeah, this is just a classic Mickey, and he is worth about $10. So just on the Hallmark ornament bin alone, we believe we could make about $880 in profit.
That's crazy. So we've paid for the entire lot just in that one box alone.
Yeah, incredible.
Everything else is incremental profit. We spent about almost 3 hours in the home, and we could have spent hours and hours and hours looking up each of these pieces, but because we don't know a ton about Disney Hallmark, like we really had to pick and choose and just sort of guess which ones we thought would be the most valuable. As you saw, The Nightmare Before Christmas were a great pickup, and there was just so much to look through. We couldn't look them all up, but I think for what we found, we did a really good job. Janine came across these Flintstone glasses, which were so cool, and it was very interesting. She was definitely a huge Disney collector. This treetop actually sells for a great amount. I did look it up while I was there, but because of the size and everything else we had, I ultimately decided not to get it. If any of you guys see anything in these bins that we should have picked up, definitely make sure to drop a comment. The way I was doing it was looking up sold listings and filtering them from highest to lowest, and we did, as you guys saw, end up picking up one of the most valuable ornaments. Too bad the box was so busted, but it was really still cool to pick up. I think we can definitely still flip it. The next bin I came across was this huge bin filled with just exclusively Hello Kitty ornaments. It was so fun to see. I was a huge Hello Kitty fan back in the 2000s, and this just brought back so many memories. A lot of these ornaments were from the early 2000s until the 2010s, and I wasn't too sure about picking up this bin, but we ended up getting the entire thing. And there was just a lot in here. I really wasn't sure if it was worth picking up. It was a bit of a gamble, but I just sort of fell in love with it, and I'm really glad that I did pick it up. Could you guys believe that there were so many Hello Kitties in that bin?
So
I mean, maybe
cute.
not her. She was outside the bin. But guys, there are like so many ornaments here. There's almost 20 of these. Now, these glass ornaments are so cute. As a child of the 90s, I love this. A lot of these are Kurt Adler, and they sell on eBay for like $25 to $35. I really didn't know too much when I saw the bin, but I sort of just wanted to pick it up and look into it, and I'm glad I did because we have about $700 here of Hello Kitty. Now, the caveat to that is, like, obviously we sell in vintage Christmas. Hello Kitty is not our forte. We can't just go and sell this on Whatnot and expect to get a full profit. So most of these will probably end up on eBay, besides the few that I do keep. But yeah, these guys, the boxed ones, 25 to 35, and then I estimated maybe 15 to 20 for the little ones. But these still sell too. I might just do bundles on eBay. I'm not too sure yet, but I was very surprised that we could profit off our entire haul just in this bin alone of Hello Kitty.
It's incredible, and they're really cute and very well decorated.
There are even a few that were loose out of their boxes. So there you just have great detail. They are so cute. I loved Hello Kitty, and for being, you know, only probably 10 to 15 years old for most of these, they're pretty collectible and valuable, which is really cool. We came across a bin with a bag that had these tiny Kingdom figurines in it. This woman was a huge Disney collector, and we looked up these guys, but they don't really sell the Toy Story ones. I do know that I think the Nightmare Before Christmas ones sell. We left these behind, but they were really cool to see, and probably still a good pickup anyway, but we left them behind. And of course, I happened to find the one piece of vintage Christmas, a ceramic Christmas tree, but it had a big chip in it. I did not pick it up. Still fun to see there. But yeah, this entire even table that was in the basement was covered in ornaments. You could see that Star Wars ornament hanging out there that we picked up. And then I also spotted right behind Janine, there was in this bag a Halloween blow mold. There he is. He was just hanging out in the basement. He's a great blow mold, and we did pull him out. He was in great condition, great color, but he was really big. He's like a big guy. He's like front lawn type of guy. Very big. But we decided to leave him behind. Somebody will definitely scoop him up. He's just too big for us to bring home, unfortunately. But Pumpkin Patrol's out there, and somebody will definitely pick him up. One of the most exciting things that we came across, for me personally, was this big bin of plush. I spotted some Looney Tunes Halloween plush, and that was so exciting, guys. But I think the majority of what was in here at this point, I'm looking and thinking it's mostly Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But there were some hidden Halloween ones. I started to go through this and put aside the ones that I wanted. I wasn't too sure about picking up the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer ones. They definitely do resell if you have a full set, but I was just curious what was in this bin to begin with. I pulled out Frankenstein, and Janine and I are like, oh my goodness, there is the Universal Monster set. How exciting. And these dolls and plush guys are in mint condition. This woman left them with the tags on, put them right into the bin, closed up the bin, and they are pristine. So it was really exciting and so fun to look through. At this point, I decided to break out eBay and see some of the sold comps for the complete sets of Rudolph. I'm like putting plush into this bin to the left of me, but I'm basically taking all of them, and I'm like, well, should I just take the whole bin? I spotted Scooby, which was so exciting. There's actually a good amount of plush here that were from the Warner Brothers Studio store. So yeah, I'm basically trying to decide whether or not we should just get the whole bin. And you guys, look what we got. If you guys are viewers of the channel, you know that Janine and I love plush. We love to look out for vintage plush, even just like current day plush. We are big plush people. So it was super exciting to find like 2 bins full of plush, especially to find Halloween plush. So front and center, we have Witch Hazel from Warner Brothers.
So cool.
How cool. She's a $50 plush, guys. She's worth some money, which I had no idea. And the thing about this collector is she kept every single tag on, which is so cool. So we got Witch Hazel, and then we have the entire complete set of Universal monsters. And this collector also made sure that everything she collected was complete. If she had a set of something, she had every single one. He came across some Looney Tunes, but not only were they Looney Tunes, they were Looney Tunes dressed in Halloween. So Goofy as Frankenstein, Tweety dressed up, and I love Sylvester as Tweety. How funny is that? Of course, it was so fun to find Scoobs dressed in Halloween. So this is a really fun row, something that we've never really come across before. We found Universal monsters before, but
just one-offs, yeah. Yep.
And then maybe my most exciting find from the plushies was the complete set of Nightmare Before Christmas from the Disney store. Every single character with their original tags. I am so excited. This will probably be one of the few things that I keep out of the haul. So I'm just so excited as a collector to have found those. Not only those, but in this bin, we have, I'd say, almost 2 sets of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer plush. We've got every single character in here. We've got the Abominable Snowman. We got Dino hanging out too. There's also some Frosty plush in here. You know, every single character is in here. And I'm so excited that we picked up the whole bin. I mean, we'll probably section these off into their different collections and probably sell them on eBay. The Rudolph sets can go for like $75 each, so I think we probably have at least $150 to $200 in profit across all the different plush. Janine was doing her own digging in this side of the room, and she found some really cool Disney Halloween items like this tote. And I also saw, and she pointed out, that she pulled out a bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments from Hallmark. We went upstairs where there was more Disney. Look at that Beauty and the Beast clock, so cool. And we didn't pick this one up, guys. Maybe we should have in retrospect. At this point, we didn't know like the cost of anything, what we were going to be paying, but this was so cool. It was like an old Mickey Mouse string that moved its mouth and it actually talked. It was just really cool to see. Definitely a collector's piece. We didn't pick it up, but there were a lot of cool pieces up here. I took a look on the other side of the room. There was some more Mickey memorabilia, and then I spotted some more ornament boxes that were actually labeled. They were from 2015 and 2016, I believe. So I took them out from this corner and started taking a look, and they are these animatronic Hallmark band sets, like little instrumental band sets of the Peanuts and Mickey Mouse. I did a quick search on eBay and I was pretty blown away by some of the comps. I checked each bin to make sure that the sets were complete, and we added this to the overall pile. Yeah, I was like blown away when I started looking up comps for these 3 different animatronic sets. They all come from Hallmark. And guys, they all go for like at least $150 to $300.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing? The most collectible one is probably the Peanuts one. And this woman kept these in pristine condition, kept all the tags. The only one I'm missing the tag for is Snoopy. But I think even this Snoopy Peanut set, I could probably get over $200 for. And that might be the case for all these. Now this is the Disney train track set. And I have every single piece here, never been used before, which is the case for everything that we found. But there's also a lot of comps for single pieces, so I might decide to split them up or sell them as sets. You know, if you have that one person who just is missing the Snoopy and really needs that, they're willing to pay more for that single piece rather than the whole set. So I'm gonna think about it a little bit, but these will probably make us, I'd say on the low end, close to $400. So this in itself was a great pickup. The collection continued upstairs in this room. There was just an entire cabinet filled with Disney figurines, Snow White, snow globes. These are all really collectible pieces. I'm sure if the right collector or somebody who deals in Disney and resells Disney came in, they would give an overall price for everything in the home. Janine came across some horror VHS, which is like such a surprise to find in such a Disney-centric home. She went through this entire cabinet that was sort of hidden behind the TV set or TV entertainment set over here, and wait till you see what she picked up.
So incredible to find another collection of horror VHS tapes. They seem to have just horror and then like some,
Rugrats.
yeah.
Some of them are, you know, on the lower end, like $10 tapes, but you have some really good ones here too.
So this tape is great because it is in fabulous condition, but also it has never been opened. It is completely sealed and it's worth about $100+ on eBay.
Wow.
Truly amazing, cool tape to have found.
That's awesome.
Look at that tape. That is such a wild cover. This one is called Grotesque, and this actually goes for about $50 to $60 on eBay.
Really cool pickups, Janine. So fun to find horror VHS. And you seem to come across them quite often.
Twice. I was really, really excited to get this copy of The Grinch for us. And the estimated profit on all of those VHS tapes is about over $300.
Wow.
Yeah.
The last of the plush that we came across was upstairs, and it was a bin full of mostly Figment. There was like 30 Figment plush in this bin. The little alien from Toy Story was really cool to see, and I saw that Buzz was in the bottom of this bin, and I thought he was a lot smaller, but once I pulled him out, look how huge he was. He was from Toy Story 2. This one, again, had the original tags on. I mean, how cool. The thing with this is that you need the right person, the right collector who wants to buy this if you put it up on eBay. But I just started uncovering some of the plush. This Woody was really cool, original to the original Toy Story movie. And I saw a little Dino hanging out in the bottom with his little applause tag still on. He was so cute. And we just helped sort of stage the stuffed animals for the estate sale company. Really cool to see what was hidden in the bottom of that bin, including what was maybe the oldest plush at the estate. This was a Mickey, and he was made in Taiwan, I believe it says on the tag. So you're definitely looking at a Mickey Mouse from the 80s probably. Really cool. He has a classic Mickey look on him, and I just thought he was awesome. But yeah, that was basically the entirety of the house. We took one last look around, and there was still so much left to be uncovered. Oh, and I also forgot to mention I picked up 2 vintage lucite candles. These are about 40 bucks, but in total, obviously we've made our profit back, our money back on this haul, which at first was a little scary. $500 on items that we don't typically sell. At first felt like a gamble to us, but I think we came out pretty well. What do you think, Janine?
I think so too, and it's going to be fun to learn more as we go and sell these things. The Hallmark ornaments were something that I was completely like flabbergasted by. I don't know about you.
It was shocking, but it was really fun too. And I think the majority of these will be on our eBay since it's not quite the vintage holiday that we would typically sell and whatnot. So keep an eye out on our eBay listings. We have those linked in the description of this video if you're interested. And if you guys live in the North Jersey area, this sale hasn't even hit the general public yet, but we may have a connection if you're interested in shopping the sale before it actually starts and is open to the public. So send us an email at shinybrightdoggo@gmail.com if you're interested.
And we can get you connected.
Yeah, we can get you connected, exactly. But I think that wraps up today's video. I think we did pretty well, and thanks for joining us, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.